Welcome. I am the Nasty Pastor. I'm back with another chapter reading of On Isis and Osiris. Yeah, it ain't over. I ain't done. See, I've sat around, I've heard all the fancy language, and I don't knock it. I don't know it that way. You feel me? I don't. I really don't. I was self-taught. I went and read books. And if you're familiar with King, I guess it Quran, however it go, the main out Texas somewhere, be online with the big crown, the little bishop hat with the big crown, you know what I mean? And really, to be honest with you, the Catholic, the popes took that from out of ancient Egypt, from out of Kemet. But one thing he said that made a whole lot of sense. King is the definition of self-mastery. You feel me? Got me? I ain't going into much other stuff he said, because, like I told him, man, I mess with you. Because one thing I know, you ain't a liar. You're telling the truth. And I'm not backing him because of self-mastery. I'm backing him because of every TikTok I've seen. He makes a whole lot of sense. Most people that I've sat down with and build about the ancient Egyptian culture, the Kemet culture, has not made sense to me. Because really, the only thing that's been showed to me, not told, the only thing that's been showed to me, you're in this for a gain. And your gain is not for the whole. Your gain is for you. One more thing that the dude over Texas said. When I'm king, if I remember it correct, if I'm king, then the congregation, the community is a king also. You feel me? We're all kings. You got me? When one make it, we all make it, right? That's why I love him. That's why I back him. He see it like I see it. Anywho, let's get into this chapter reading, and please, I am the Nasty Pastor. Like, share, subscribe, comment, Facebook page, Only Faith Ministries, Kemet on Isis and Osiris. YouTube, Only Faith Ministries, Kemet edition. And if you view chapter 1 of this reading of On Isis and Osiris, if you translate the word Isis in Africa, it's Isis. Isis. Not ISIS, Isis. Look, let's get into this. Besides this, many have made her out to be the daughter of Hermes. You know who Hermes is, right? You know who Hermes is? That's a god. That's a god. But do you know the attributes, the knowledge behind Hermes? Hermes is a sun name. Notable people with the sun name include Gudmund Hermes, born 1941, Norwegian politician Helga Hermes, born 1938. Hermes could be derived ultimately from the same Indo-European root, cur, meaning bone or horn, from which Cronus derives, however that go. But Greek god of commerce, eloquence, invention, travel, and theft, who serves as herald and messenger of the other gods. Got me? A Greek god. You feel me? So when I say this book was translated in 1936, and I ask of you to be mindful that these books are rewritten. These books have trickery in the structure, in the pattern of the words, in the paragraphs. Got me? Isis is a ancient Egyptian Kemet goddess. I will say this, and I'm going to be honest with you, because see, when you look at the cover, right, besides the ears and the nose, I see a European. I really do. And I do know for a fact that before we was ever conquered by Alexander the Great, we used to go over there and just kill them. Yeah, we used to go over there and just beat them down. You feel me? So it's a possibility we went over there, we demolished a culture, and took the women on back into our land. It's possible. It's very possible. Many others of Prometheus, of whom the latter they hold to be the inventor of wisdom and foreknowledge. Hermes, of grammar and of music, for which reason of the muses at Hermopolis they call the foremost one Isis, and justice wisdom, as have been stated, and they show the divine mysteries to such as be truly and rightfully styled carriers of sacred things, and wearers of sacred robes. These are they that carry in the soul as it were in a copper the sacred story respecting the gods that cleanses the recipient from all superstition and magical follies, and who wrap themselves up, sometimes in things black and dusky, at other times bright and conspicuous, darkly showing forth the same notions as regards opinion of the gods as are expressed with respect to the sacred vestment, for which reason the circumstance that the votaries of Isis upon their death and clothes with these robes is a symbol that they go into the next world carrying with them this word, the revealed truth, and nothing else. For it is not clear the wearing of beads and the dressing in long gowns that makes people philosophers, neither does the linen surplice and shaven crown make votaries of Isis. But the real Osiris is he that is competent to investigate by the aid of the word, the symbolism and the ceremonies connected with these deities, after he has been lawfully empowered so to do, and who meditates upon the truth which is involved in them. Get to this next chapter. For it is a fact that most people do not understand that most general and insignificant circumstances for what reason the priests cut off their hair and wear linen robes. Some do not trouble themselves at all to know the cause for these two rules. Whilst others say that they abstain from the use of wool as they do from the flesh, out of veneration for the sheep, that they shave the head in token of their mourning for Osiris.
and that they wear linen on account of the color the flax in blossom displays, which resembles the smiling atmosphere encompassing the earth. But the real cause is the same for all, because as Plato observes, it is not lawful for one not pure to handle what is pure. You get it? Huh? Peep this right. When I was given that Egyptian Book of the Dead in prison, I had a pure soul. You feel me? I had probably been locked up close to, I want to say 2 years, you know what I mean? But a lot of forgiveness was given. A lot of asking of forgiving I did. You know, I wasn't putting any impurities in my life. I started eating right. I prayed more. I'm not going to say I was into meditation, but I did used to sit, not in thought, with a clear mind, just looking at the wall. Wasn't thinking about anything, just silent, not in thought, none of that, just in silence. But what I'm trying to really, you know what I mean, say is that I don't believe my life would have went the way it went. I don't even believe I would have been given the Egyptian Book of the Dead if the brothers in the class that I was going to did not see the purity in me. Now, no superfluity of nutrition or excrement is either chaste or pure. Now, it is out of such superfluity that wool and hair and down and the nails spring and grow. For it were absurd that people should divest themselves of their own hair, shaving the body very smoothly during the fast, and yet should envelope themselves in the hair of beasts. And we ought to suppose that when Hesiod says, he teaches that people ought to make themselves clear from such things beforehand and so keep the festival. Not in the middle of the religious service to occupy themselves with the cleaning and the removal of excrementitious things. Again, the flax springs out of what is immortal, the earth, and produces an edible fruit and furnishes a smooth and cleanly clothing that does not weigh one down with the covering, and well suited also to any season, and is least of all others apt to breed lice. As they say concerning all which points, there is another legend. Now, I don't know if y'all understood it. I don't even know if I really understood it. I just say this, you know, just because I didn't understand it right now, don't mean I won't get it tomorrow. It won't mean that I won't get it next year, next month, next week. Feel me? Continue to read. Continue to read these books over and over and over again. Like I said, just holy Bible back what the 5%ers said to me in 91. I didn't figure out how true it was to maybe 96. That's when I started realizing what I read is precise. You feel me? Anywho, I'm going to do one more thing before we get out of here. I'm going to go into this translation app, and I'm going to do it the same way that I did Isis. You feel me? I'm going in this translation app to
figure out is a O in Africa. Feel me?
Osiris.
Now, in Greek, you heard?
Osiris.
In Afrikaans, which is spelled Afrikaans.
Osiris.
Who? What?
Osiris.
Come on. Sound like it started with a W, right?
Osiris.
Come on now. Peep this out, you with the nasty pastor. Once again, I'm going to say this to you. Re-educate yourself without persuasion. I'm out.